Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Welcome to my Stamping is Fun channel. Today I'm really excited to share another make and take featuring the Snailed It suite. So let's get started. This is my make and take. It features the Snailed It suite, the Snail Mail DSP, the Snail Dies, and the Snailed It stamp set. So this one, we're going to use a Snailed It stamp set, the Happy Mail from this stamp, and on the inside, it features a coordinating bundle, the Posted for You, the Happy Birthday, and the postage punch. We're not using the punch on this, just the stamps, but that is a bundle in the annual catalog. And the dies we'll be using are the postage die, the envelope die, and the small letter size stitched die, and some of the hearts. You should have, if you're part of my Suite of the Month, you should have received a make and take. And here's the DSP. And I've run it through the Tasteful Textiles embossing folder. You can see the reverse side, but we're going to use this side with some envelopes. Here is the Snailed It envelope die, and it's going to fold up to make a little tiny envelope. Actually, it goes this way. So we'll put that together. Some baker's twine that's from the suite. Here's that little tiny stitched letter from the dies, our postage die and Blushing Bride, and two little hearts that are also from the snail dies. We have a base of red cardstock and an insert of white cardstock. So check out my blog, stampinghair.blogspot.com, for all the measurements for this make and take. I'm going to burnish my cardstock on the score line, and I'm going to set that aside. And now we're going to do some stamping on our envelope, our insert of the card, and on our tiny little letter. So for our inside, I'm going to make this a birthday card, and I'm going to stamp Happy Birthday, and that is from the postage Posted to You, Posted for You set, and a Happy Birthday right in the center. And then with my Bermuda Bay ink, I'm going to do the special delivery stamp, and I'm going to stamp that a couple times. And then I also want to stamp that on my envelope. So that theme carries from the front of the card, the envelope, to the card front. Now I'm going to use just this Happy Mail part from the stamp, using a technique called direct to marker, direct to stamp. I'm going to take the brush end of my marker and just ink up those words, the Happy Mail. I'll just put my ink right on those words. And so once it's inked, if it dries a little bit, you can kind of breathe on it, and then stamp on that little tiny die cut. There we go. And now we can start assembling. So I'm going to take my card base and put some adhesive on the back of my insert, my white cardstock insert. And those colors, I love those, Bermuda Bay and the real red together. They just go together so nicely. And then our piece of DSP that we've already ran through the Tasteful Textures embossing folder using my die cut machine, my cut and emboss machine. And then that just gets centered record front. So to assemble so when this is cut from the DSP, it has score lines, so you just need to fold it in. And so these two flaps go in first, and I'll put a little dot of glue right here on the inside to hold the flap down. Now to determine which flap, one flap is bigger than the other. And I don't know if you can tell, but there's more space here than here. So the smaller piece, that's the bottom of the envelope. I'll just put some glue to hold that. And then this is the top. And I cut it so my hearts on the front of the envelope are in the right direction. So that's one thing you want to pay attention to if you have a pattern paper before you cut it to make sure you're going in the right direction. And then I'll just put a little bit of glue up here at the top, and that'll be our little envelope, and just hold that till the glue activates and can hold itself closed. And these are the heart that was cut, and it's nice that these die set comes with two heart dies. You can cut a lot of hearts at once. So I cut one go through. I cut a blushing bride and a red one. So I didn't have to run it through twice because I had two dies. And I'm going to put a mini glue dot behind this heart because I'm going to pop it up. So it's ready to go. And this will go towards the top. So it kind of has the same amount of around, maybe just a little bit more. So it's not centered, it's a little above center. And then I'll use my adhesive to put that in place. And that way you can see these envelopes with the hearts around it. And this envelope here, and then our happy mail was going to stick out like that, and our heart will come with this. So when I put my adhesive on, I'm just going to put it on the sides and the bottom. So I want to be able to slide that little letter coming out the top. And so this is going to go towards the bottom and then centered left and right. And you'll see how our happy mail is popping out there. And our heart, a little red heart with dimensional, remove that. Okay. And for the final touch, I'm going to tie a bow with this white baker's twine to put on the front of our small envelope. You just have to get the right size bow. And trim off the ends. And I'll use a glue dot to put this in place. I'm gonna use my pick a tool. This is really great for picking up these glue dots. And I'm gonna put it right here in the middle, and I'm gonna fold this glue dot over to hold my bow. And there's the finished. And there's the finished make and take with our envelope and our card, or a happy birthday card, a little happy mail for a happy birthday. Thank you so much for joining me. I enjoyed sharing my make and take, and I hope you enjoyed this Sweet of the Month of Snailed It. It's really super cute. It coordinates with the Posted For You bundle in the annual catalog. Check out my blog, stampinghair.blogspot.com. Remember to subscribe to my Stamping It's Fun channel so I can bring you even more fun stamping projects. Remember, stamping is fun. Bye.